Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. Okay, well, we are going to be talking today about doing a review of some keto foods. Like a review. I got about 10 or so different foods, kind of categories of keto foods that I want to review for you. And the reason why is I feel like there's so many new keto products coming on the market. And especially when you're new or just, very careful with your money. I don't want you to be spending money on stuff that's kind of gross or a waste of time, or there's an easier, cheaper substitution. Or, maybe some of these are super delicious and you don't want to miss out. So I'm going to do a quick review of some popular keto foods, least popular at my house. And if this is something you like, we can do it more often. So give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're paying attention and you're alive and listening and that you like this topic about a review of keto foods. Because, we got to learn from each other. I don't want to be spending my money on stuff that is a waste. And furthermore, I don't want to miss out. So you better tell me your secrets too. So I've got some products right here. I'm going to dive right in. Reaching. Okay. Now, I was at the grocery store this week and I saw, and you probably are like, okay, yeah, I've seen that one before. I saw this Ready Whip in a can. And, we've seen these before, right, with keto products. But I thought what was different about this one that caught my eye was the call out for zero sugar. Are you starting to see that more and more? Now, that can be a keto-friendly product, right? It doesn't have to say keto, for it to be calling your name and finding itself in your shopping cart. But certainly, something with zero sugar is going to be up in my consideration. Now, I tried this on my protein shake last night that I blended over ice. Highly recommend. And it was quite good. Oh, my goodness. So creamy, so delicious. I don't know if I was planning on doing that, but hopefully it made you laugh. I'd say this is a win. So yes, you always want to check your nutrition label. You can probably get away with buying just plain old, original whipped topping. It's not like you have to go out and buy this one with the zero sugar. I think they're all pretty much the same in terms of carb count. Probably about 1 carb per 2 tablespoons serving, which is roughly a squirt, a small squirt. But you could also, buy stuff like Cool Whip, which I love. I think it tastes a little bit like ice cream when it's frozen. I mean, yes, it's full of, all sorts of weird chemicals, but, pick your poison, people. I don't want to be overweight, so I'm going to have to enjoy some little treats once in a while. Do you agree? Or are you trying to be all perfect? If you're trying to be all perfect, this is not the show for you. So keep on moving. You can find plenty of those boring, strict nutrition sites to give you that information. I'm going to give you some hot and dangerous secrets to stay active on the keto diet. Because this is how I've lost the 140 pounds and kept it off now for almost a decade. It's because I have learned to enjoy, little tricks and little treats and food that's like normal people. I don't want to feel like I'm on a diet. So these are my suggestions for you. I was at the store last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, and I came across these on sale, and I was like, first of all, they're on sale. That was exciting. But what does that say right there? Can you read it? How many net carbs? What's it say on the label? Yeah, it says 0 net carbs, original tortillas. That's what I'm talking about. High fiber, 0 net carbs. It's by Guerrero is the brand. I was like, these are going in my shopping cart. They were only a couple bucks. And what I thought was so clever about these is that they are this. I thought it was going to be funny if one had a bite taken out. Because I was eating them earlier. That would have been very embarrassing. Let me get you a more rounded one. But what I thought was cute about these little 0 net carb little guys is that they're basically the size of a taco truck taco. And I like that because they're small. Now, obviously, if you take one of those regular size, high fiber, low carb tortillas, they're much bigger, right? The big, huge ones that you use for burritos and enchiladas. Those are probably 0 net carbs too when you only carve out a small portion. This is like a quarter of one of those. So I think it's a little bit on the gaming of math. You know what I mean? When you're doing all the math with subtracting this, subtracting that with the net carbs. So it's a little sneaky, but whatever. I'm willing to go with it. from the taste point of view, I'll take a little bite and show you. They're kind of squishy, kind of thick, and they're a little bit sweet. Now, I know that's weird. It was for me. And when I was making these for tacos at my family, we're all having like taco truck style tacos. I like to heat up my tortillas, like corn tortillas for my family. And I thought, ooh, these would be good heated up as well. And so I had it over the flame with some tongs, thinking they'd get crispy like corn tortillas, but they did not. They did not. So that was kind of a weakness. The weird sweet after effect, the kind of spongy. Whatever. I'm willing to make, turn a blind eye to some of these things. But if that's important to you, know that going in. No, you don't have to buy those types of things if you don't want to, especially if your budget doesn't include them. Personally, I have found a lot more success with just using lettuce leaves, like romaine lettuce leaves. I buy a huge thing of romaine ears at Costco for like $3 or $4, and it lasts forever. And I just put it in the bottom of my crisper drawer. And this makes a great sandwich, a great taco, great everything, and a lot cheaper, a lot easier to find. That way it's always available no matter where you live. That's a good one, right? You're like, yes, I like that. Because there's always somebody that's like, oh, that's not available where I live. Yes, I get that. A lot of these products are not. And that's why I try to offer viable alternatives like, whipping cream. Everyone's got whipping cream where they live. Everyone's got lettuce leaves. So I'll try to make some even swaps no matter where you're at in this world. You can still access some delicious dirty keto foods or lazy keto foods. So let's spin the wheel because I know you guys are commenting. You better be. I want to hear your thoughts on these products too. Give me your feedback because I'll pick somebody at random for a prize. Oh, it's going to be a DLK red lunch pail. Where's the lunch pail? Oh, it's hiding. Is it down here? I was cleaning my office and now I moved my lunch pail. Oh, no. Okay, here it goes. Moved it way in the bottom. So today's winner, I'm going to pick from the comments at random. I wait for, a bunch of comments to pile up. And sometimes I pick one person, 2, 3. Sometimes a month goes by, 2 months. I'll go back and pick more. This is what I'm going to pick for you guys as a prize. At random, someone from the comments. So make sure you're participating. So you can win a prize. A red DLK lunch pail. Fun, right? I do that only for the videos. Because I want to make this fun. And I buy those myself and ship them myself. And when I say myself, I really mean my husband standing in line at the post office. It's not me. I know. It's not like a service either. There's no team doing this stuff. Keep that in mind. Anywho. Okay, so we talked about, we're doing roughly 10 different products. I talked about whipping cream. I talked about the tortillas or the lettuce wraps. Now, next I want to talk about bagels. Kind of in the same line of thinking as we were discussing tortillas, right? Bread is always so popular. And these are Sola brand bagels. It's hard to tell with all my for sale stickers on here. I want to open it up. I've had these in my freezer so I could talk to you about them. Oh, look at me. I'm going crazy opening them. Those are pretty darn big. Check those out. And they look real. They smell pretty good. Have you guys tried the Sola brand products, bagels or otherwise? If you have, put it in the comments. Tell me a little bit about your experience. Now these are, 30, is that right? 30 carbs. And then we subtract 19 grams of fiber. And then we're going to subtract 5 grams of sugar alcohol. Okay. Well, that's kind of a lot, right? So we got 30 to start with for total carbs, subtract 19, subtract 5 sugar alcohol. So that's subtracting 24. Basically, you're looking at 6 grams of net carbs per bagel. Obviously, that math was quite complicated for me. You guys probably did it faster. 6 for the whole thing. Okay, tell me what you think. Do you like these? Do you not? Is there another product you like? This is up to you. Now, you can see that I just opened the bag in front of you because I have never really had these. I know, I should have a little bite right now, right? A little squishy, but very, I guess, similar to bread-like. I don't know if I want to eat that many net carbs, though, in one spot. That's my concern. Even though we're subtracting all this fiber, when I eat products like this, and raise your hand if this happens to you as well, it kind of messes with my weight, especially for a day or two. Yes, it is low carb, the nets and the this and the that, but I still end up gaining weight. and it kind of messes me up. It puts me back into some of those old habits. But this is up to you, okay, guys? I don't want you to feel like there's one answer. If bread is important to you, then you should figure out a way to incorporate it into your keto lifestyle. Don't let a little swing on the weight or someone else's judgment get in your way. Now, I talk about this a lot in Extra Easy Keto. This is the 7-day program to teach you everything you need to know about the ketogenic diet and about dirty, lazy keto. And I give a whole chapter to dirty keto foods and kind of weigh the pros and cons. And I also talk about behavior strategies when you need to be like, cut that out, or when you can say, yeah, I'm good with that. But it helps give you that criteria and that structure and things to be aware of and watch out for. That way you're not caught off guard. There's also 10 recipes in here, and one of them is for these delicious bagels. Now, these are a little smaller than those giant solo ones, but they're a lot easier to make, faster, and I think they taste delicious, and they're beautiful. I prefer a little bit smaller of a donut. I'm not a donut. Where is my mind? A little bit smaller of a bagel. That way my body isn't getting kind of hooked on all that stuff. So what I do is I make a batch. I keep them in a Ziploc in my freezer, and then I just get them out when needed. Now, the recipe that's in Extra Easy Keto for the bagels is to make sesame topped. They look just like, can you see? They look just like the real thing, I tell you. And they taste just like bagels. But it's really easy to alter the recipe and also make them with like everything but the bagel seasoning on top. Everything but everything seasoning. Yeah. And those are available at Walmart, that seasoning. And I also have a recipe for it in the Dirty Lazy Keto cookbooks. So keep that in mind. Just a little tip for you. I'll put that right here while we're talking. Here's another food. We're moving on. We're on category 4 or 5. Are you counting? Put in the comments if you're keeping track. I need help. But here's something else I found this week at the grocery store. And it's funny because I hadn't opened it, and then I went to get it for the video, and it was missing a bunch. And I'm like, hello, family, because I didn't drink it. I was cracking up. Woo. Hello. I'm going to have a little sip here. You know what? That is pretty darn tasty. It's lemonade by Florida's Natural with strawberry. And also Minute Maid is carrying this type of product. Ocean something or other, Ocean Spray. They have a sugar-free product. Which flavors have you tried? Which ones do you like? Which brands do you like? I just gave this a try, and it's pretty darn tasty. And it's very similar to the real thing. What I like about it is it's 0 sugar, and then I check the nutrition label, and it is only 1 carb per serving. I like that. I was at the store and kind of comparing all of the different juice options. And even though some of them are sugar-free, some of them, competing brands, still have carbs like 2 or 3. And I'm all, I don't want 2 or 3. 1's good. Or better yet, don't buy the stuff, save your money, and just make a flavored water packet. That goes a longer way in my book. And for me, I don't care. It's all the same. It tastes just the same to me. I would just, pass on this unless it's important to you. And just go at the dollar store and grab a bunch of flavor packets. But then again, do you if it's important? I don't know. Tell us in the comments. I want to see. I want to know what you have to say about juice. Some people are like, I miss juice. I need my juice. Okay, for you, you need to buy it. Everybody else, if you're like, you don't care, then don't. That's a key part of Extra Easy Keto. It's one of the differentiators that you really have to get to know yourself. Don't buy stuff because everybody else is doing it. Only figure out your personal needs, see what is critical to you sticking with it and staying long term so that you can, like me, stick with this for 10 years plus a lifetime where you're not constantly like, I'm so deprived. I'm missing out on juice. No, you don't want to feel that way. Whatever the product is, there's a Dirty Lazy Keto substitute or a swap or a recipe or something that you can do to just switch it up and meet that craving. Here's another category that I've done a whole video about yogurt. And people get excited about yogurt, right? I know. I have a whole video. So if you need that link, I will give it to you about the blah, 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 about the yogurt. But here's a keto product. And I mentioned this in that yogurt video. Keto, ratio, friendly, keto, whatever yogurt. You don't need it. Seriously, people, don't just be all, I have to have the keto yogurt because it's perfectly ratioed and balanced. No, you don't. Just go buy yourself some low-carb yogurt, whatever one you like Too Good, has 2 grams, or maybe the Fage or or any kind of whole milk yogurt that's unflavored without sugar, just take a little glance at the nutrition label. Make sure it has some fat in there. Lowest in carb that you can find. Done. You don't have to buy it just because it says keto. That's a big lesson. Write that down. You don't have to buy something just because it says keto. In fact, you probably shouldn't buy it because it might not even be very low in carb. They're very sneaky, these people. Here's another example, you guys. Have you tried these? This is the Birch Bender's Keto Toaster Waffles. Anyone? What's your opinion of these products? They have a bunch of different stuff out, right? This brand, Birch Bender's. Have you tried their different products? Share in the comments. Share what you like, what you don't like. I forced myself to try a couple of these last Sunday. Right? I forced myself. Seriously, I was a willing participant. I'm like, I must do it for the people of the video and the podcast. I must tell them. Yeah, I know. I'm being funny. But seriously, these keto toaster waffles, they told me they have 7 grams of net carbs. That's kind of a lot, right? And that is for how many? Let's see, 1 serving per container. And that is for 3 waffles. Now, okay, you're talking my language now. So I guess you get 3 for a serving. That's interesting, isn't it? You would have thought it might be 1, but no, it's, let's see. I need better glasses, you guys. It is 10 grams total of total carbohydrate. And then we're going to subtract 3 for dietary fiber. So that's 7, but that is for a serving size of, does that say 2 or 3? I think it says 3. I wonder if I have any better glasses. Oh, no. This is what happens when you're creeping up in the age. Let's see if these can tell me. 3 waffles. Okay, I am right. 3 waffles. So I went ahead and enjoyed 3 waffles. As you can see, there's only 3 left because there's 6 per container. So that's not so bad when you think about it. 7 for 3. I know, sorry, it took me a while to get there. But here's the thing. I wasn't that impressed. I was like, I felt like I was eating like kind of spongy, like a sponge. Didn't have much chutzpah to me. I wasn't feeling it. That's just me. What about you guys? Do you like them? I'm going to give you a little. It's, doesn't taste much of anything. It's just like eating air. Like wet, I don't know, wet tortillas. Wet, spongy tortillas. It's just not my thing. A little cinnamony, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, and they were kind of pricey. So if I were you, and you just want to get my opinion, I'm going to say, eh. What I would do instead, you guys, is get yourself a chaffle. Whatever kind of waffle recipe you have, get rid of it and swap it out for a chaffle recipe. If you have a copy of the Dirty Lazy Keto 5-ingredient cookbook, I highly recommend that you flip over. Let me put these glasses on. How embarrassing. Flip over to page 53, and you are going to want to try these. This is the peanut butter chaffle. It is to die for. I have this as a dessert quite a bit. I make these and freeze them. It's heavenly. It's hearty. It's sturdy. I just have 1, and I'm good to go. And these only have 2 grams of net carbs per chaffle. So give those a try, you guys. And all of the Dirty Lazy Keto cookbooks have chaffle recipes. I just wanted to highlight that one because it is one of my favorites. Like all-time favorites. Let me know what you think. Okay, I'm going to go faster because I'm talking too slow. I also, since we're on the topic of waffles and chaffles, I want to just mention to you about syrups as a category. You need to have a syrup on hand, I think, a sugar-free syrup that you like and tolerate. As you can tell, one of my favorites here is Mrs. Butterworth's. You can tell because my bottle is almost empty. I literally will lick the plate. I think it's really tasty. Do you have a syrup that you like? Please share it in the comments, or a different opportunity for people to get their syrups. Let us know. I also really like the Torani. I always pronounce it wrong. Torani, sugar-free coffee flavored syrups. There's a whole bunch of them, especially at the winter time. They have like a holiday blend, like a holiday gift box you can buy for yourself. I buy my own gifts. Does anyone else? Why not? These are super tasty. They come in flavors like vanilla, creme brulee, pumpkin, chocolate, whatever. I think they're good to have on hand. It really can just jazz up whatever your coffee, or I even add it to Diet Coke because I'm crazy. Tell me what you do with your sugar-free syrups. But I do recommend you have some on hand. I think it's a good idea. Now, I want to just recommend to you guys that after this video, I'm going to recommend to you, look at the bottom, I'll include another link, the next video about the best and the worst ways to celebrate keto weight loss. Because, a lot of people think, lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, and then I'm going to buy, a whole bunch of keto products like chocolate. Once I get to my next weight loss goal, then I'm going to run out and buy like chocolates to celebrate. Buying food to celebrate or to reward yourself can be a real slippery slope for a lot of us. So I have a whole video on recommendations, the best and the worst ways to celebrate your keto weight loss. So I encourage you to check that out. So speaking of candy, not that you're using this for a reward to yourself, because that would be silly. You're not a dog. There's so many different keto candies out there, from Lily's chocolate to Chalk Zero to Atkins. There's a lot of different yummy products out there. And I think you should try them until you find one you like, because it's important to have something like this on hand for when you have those cravings. Don't you think? You don't have to buy them all, but maybe check them out. Go to the Dollar Tree. Maybe try a friend's before you invest too much. But have like a little sneaky stash on hand for some sort of sugar-free candy or gum. That way when you're having those cravings, you got something. You don't want to go crazy, right? I talked about that in the Extra Easy Keto, some strategies to monitor yourself and still stay on track. But you do absolutely need some kind of plan for when the S hits the fan, if you know what I mean. Because we all have those moments with cravings. Moving on. There's been a lot of talk with you guys about frozen meals. I think we're going to see more and more of these types of products as keto becomes more popular and dirty, lazy keto. And certainly you've seen all the advertisements lately for like Real Good. They're putting out products such as chicken nuggets, General Tso. Is that how you say it? TSO? General Tso's chicken product. They have all sorts of fun things. They have chicken enchiladas. They have creamy spinach artichoke, right? Yummy. And if you're wondering where to find these, I got all of my products that I had to sample for you. I got them all at Walmart. And also I've seen some at Costco. So let us know in the comments which one of the Real Good products you've tried, if you liked any of them, and where you bought them. Tell us. And tell us if you didn't like them too. I will tell you the truth. Even though I really want Real Good to send me a lifetime supply, I'm going to just be honest about my thoughts. Their chicken nuggets, fabulous. Love them. Creamy spinach artichoke stuffed little things. They don't look that pretty, but they taste pretty good. I'll say that's a win for when you're in a pinch. The chicken enchiladas, ish. I'm trying to be all nice in case they can hire me as their spokesperson. Yeah, I'll still be there. Just feed me lots of chicken. I'm kidding, you guys. But yeah, these weren't my favorite. And then also the General Tso's chicken, I was like, I have a recipe in one of my cookbooks I thought was better, but just saying. No matter what my thoughts are, I want to hear your thoughts. And I want to encourage you to play with some of these items, because if they're important to you and you need them, like for an emergency or a craving, it's good to know that you have them available if possible. Now, I know a lot of people can't afford these, or they don't have a reach or an access to some of those items, right? They may not have a Walmart or a Costco or the budget to buy those things. So I do have a recipe, yay, for a copycat for the chicken nuggets. It's in the Extra Easy Keto 7 Days to Ketogenic Weight Loss on a Low-Carb Diet. This is a new book. It's from May 2023. And you can order it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever you like to shop for books. Brand new, hot off the press, people. And it also includes a dipping sauce that I think you'll love. So if you don't have access or the ability or the means to buy some of these, commercial type bang bang sauces or sugar-free dips, and you don't have to, I have a recipe for an excellent chicken nuggets and dipping sauce in that book. But these are fun to try. I do like this one, I have to say. This is the yum yum sauce. It is damn yum yum. It is really good. As you can see, I've almost had the whole bottle. I bought it for I made like a fried chicken salad with the chicken nuggets there and put this like a fried, like a hard-boiled egg that I sliced up, some avocado, lettuce, romaine, tomato, cheese, and then I did the nuggets, and then I did so much yum yum sauce. I was like, oh, this is good. It's really good. And it was so cute. I posted it on Instagram at Dirty Lazy Keto, and I was so thrilled that Real Good Foods tagged me in their post, and they said, that's the best use of chicken nuggets we've ever seen. So thank you for that. So hopefully you guys, that was helpful, was it? Did you get some good information, something new? You did? You like watching the videos? I hope that you keep watching, you subscribe on the YouTube channel, you follow me on Instagram. I'm always trying to think of more ways that I can spread this information and reach you, making it fun with the wheelies and the spinners, and then by providing different topics that might be of interest to you. Like the one I mentioned next will be the best and the worst ways to celebrate keto weight loss. And that's a really fun one because I show you where you can get these free certificates. I'll hold one up just so you can see. They look like this. And you can celebrate your weight loss with a customizable free weight loss certificate to celebrate increments of weight loss for you on Dirty Lazy Keto. So you have to watch that to find out. So bottom line, you guys, I just want you to know you're not alone on this journey. I am here to support you. I am trying to be like that best friend that could be whispering in your ear, on this shoulder when you're like trying to eat mashed potatoes over here and cake. And then I'll be the friend over here like, no, get a lettuce wrap. No, get some real good chicken nuggets. Like I want to be that friend that keeps you going, keeps you positive, makes you feel encouraged. I want to be the person who helps you feel empowered because you can do this. If I can do it, and I'm extra lazy and I love to cheat, check me out. I did it, and so can you. And I've helped so many other people around the world do this as well. So give yourself a pat on the back for listening to the whole video. Make sure you're on my emailing list. Go to my website at dirtylazyketo.com and sign in. It's free. You'll get tips and tricks and links to videos and prizes and games and fun things that I've got going on. And just know that I believe in you. This weight loss thing is not easy when you go at it alone, but if you have a friend and a team and a lot of support, then it's doable, right? Can I get a clap? We're getting a clap. We're getting a clap. We're getting a clap because you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You're like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, 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 I can.